this is a rare panel, but let's just really quick, briefly start with breaking in stories, how you got into the industry, just so people know. Or you can start from there and come on over.
Okay, how did I get into it? Can you hear me okay, by the way?
Get close to the mic, close, a bit closer.
I was working in a music shop when I was a mere teenager, and two gentlemen called Tim and Chris came in, and they wanted me to demonstrate some keyboards to them and a drum machine. So I did. They bought the equipment and they offered me a job, and that happened to be Tim and Chris Stamper from Rare Limited. So that's how I got my break into the industry.
Kev?
Me, well, I was very young when I started. I think I just turned 16, and I was always drawing little pictures on my computer and sending them off to different companies to see if I could get a job in the industry, but I had no idea that this company called Rare was around the corner, and my parents dropped me off on a visit to my grandparents one evening and left me there, and Tim just showed me all of his artwork and said, "Do you think you can do this?" And I said, "Yes," even though I didn't think I could do it, and next thing I was doing was working there before Christmas, and I was there for about 18 years. So.
I guess so. At me, I was a total loser. I was left university at 22, and I spent the next 11 years playing in rock bands and stuff, getting nowhere. And my mate called Robin Beanland, who he said he played local bands. Like I kind of played local bands on unemployment insurance for like at least 11 years. And he said, "I've got a job at this company called Rare. You've been on unemployment benefit for about 11 years. Don't you think you should get a job?" And I was like, "Well, what can I do?" He said, "Well, why don't you try to do what I do, write music for video games?" I said, "Oh, well, I'll have a go." So he recommended some gear, I bought a copy of Cubase and a crappy computer and started writing music that I thought was appropriate for video games. And I sent 5 cassette tapes to Rare over the course of 1994 and never got a reply. And out of the blue I got a reply saying, "Please come for an interview." And Dave interviewed me and stupidly enough gave me the job. And that's how I got him. Fluke.
So I was at university studying biochemistry and also then doing a PhD in biochemistry, so I have a doctorate in molecular biology, biochemistry. And we used to model protein molecules on 3D computers, which were quite unusual at the time because there wasn't 3D graphics on desktop. So we had these really fancy machines made by various companies, including Silicon Graphics. So I used to look after Silicon Graphics machines. And then I was looking through Edge magazine, which is a kind of like glossy UK games magazine one day, and in the double-page spread of adverts for dream jobs at Rare, it had artist and programmer and then Silicon Graphics system manager. So I applied for the job thinking I wouldn't get it, got it. So I went there to look after Silicon Graphics, and they had those because those are the machines that Kev used for doing the Donkey Kong modelling and stuff, and then also the Nintendo 64 was made by Silicon Graphics. So I went there as the computer guy, and then drifted onto the Goldline team, and that's how I got into the development part of it.